This is Movie Empire. I'll be taking you through secondary school biology or high school biology, that is for grade 10 and grade 12. Then also for GCE, those people bright in their GCEs, it's very helpful for them. Those are my details where you can find me on WhatsApp. So introduction to biology. So you need to understand that the word itself, biology, is made up of two words. There's this bio, which means life, then logy, which is what? The study. So in other words, biology altogether is what? The study of living things or living organisms. That's all. Then it has also many branches. You need to understand that. So those branches which are there, which you only focus on these three of them. So botany, which is just what? The study of plants. Then zoology, which is the study of what? Animals. Then ecology. This is an interaction. We know that living organisms, they do exist in where? In the environment. So we are just looking at it, the living organism, how they interact with what? With their environment. So here we are looking at interaction of what? Of living organisms with their what? Environment. Because in this environment there are many things. So you find that they might interact with the light, those things which are in the environment. So this is what I mean here. You find that in the environment there are two main things which exist in the environment. It's either a non-living thing or a living thing. So this will help you to understand biology very well. So for example, if we were to mention the non-living thing, for instance, stone, gases, these are non-living things, metals and other things. But when it comes to living things, mainly it's either plants or animals. They usually exist, these two, when it comes to living things. So for you, how can you differentiate now living things from non-living things, or non-living organisms from living organisms? These are what we call characteristics. So once you know their characteristics, what are the characteristics of living things, what are the characteristics of non-living things, once you're able to know those characteristics, you'll be able to understand that. This is a mnemonic which we use to remember. I'll explain to you each later what it means and what it stands for. So C stands for what? Cells. So here we come to study what? Types of cells, which are plant cells and what? Animal cells. These are our main topics. So if you understand, if you follow me very well, you benefit a lot, because these same letters, they will become the main topics in this course. So therefore, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and like this video so that I can produce more. You can motivate me. Also click the notification button so that each time I post a new video, you'll be notified, because this will be our next topic now, as you see the order in which I will be posting. So cells, we will look at the cells of the plants and the cells of what? Animals in detail, and also answering papers. You'll be able to answer question papers upon just looking at this first topic, because this is that is the goal of this lecture, giving you some explanations on how to answer exam questions. So the next lessons and these lessons which are remaining, they will be based on what? Exam past papers, so that you'll be able to understand and know how to answer the past papers, and also to know how to study smart. So I there means what? Relatability, which is also known as what? Sensitivity, which is also known as what? Sensitivity. So you find that they have that characteristic of being sensitive to things, to the environment, as you know that they exist in the environment. So they respond to many things. For instance, temperature, if it's too high or it's too low, they will do respond. Then the other one, this F, means what? Feeding or nutrition. So here, that's why now we come and study what? Digestion. We understand how living organisms obtain what? nutrients. Then E here, we know that here E stands for excretion. So you find that upon receiving nutrients in the body, not everything in the body is being used by the body. Certain things need to get rid of the body. Just like maybe, for instance, the vidya, those are very harmful to the body. So here we come and study the kidney and other organs which are very useful when it comes to eliminating the things which are harmful to the body. So no wonder I'm saying that it will be very easy for those people who understand this introduction, so that they can benefit to these videos which I'll be posting. Then the R there, it means for respiration. So you understand the types of respiration here. You look at the lungs and other things, and how from the oxygen which we breathe in, how the energy is being produced. You come to understand. Then growth. We see how cells do grow, increase in number, and what process do they use. Mainly that is mitosis or meiosis. So we come to understand what types of cell undergo meiosis, what types of cell undergo meiosis. Then R there, it is what? Reproduction. So here under reproduction, we see how living organisms produce new offspring from old or existing ones. Here we come to know the female and the male reproductive system, and also when it comes to plants, how plants also do reproduce. Then there M means for what? Movement. So here we understand how cells move from one place, how living organisms move from one place to another. Basically, we're just talking about locomotion here. So mainly here we come and study the skeleton when it comes to the human being. So that's how it is. So as you can see here, just know the characteristics. So we'll be just going into details, the characteristics and all these characteristics. Then that's how you understand your biology very well and be able to pass your exams. Minus knowing this, it will be hard for you to understand biology. So just know that basically we'll be looking at and there are two types of living things, or things which exist in the environment. That is non-living and living things. Then upon that, mainly we focus on living things, and living things can either be plants or animals. Then we go into details, looking at plants and animals. Then for non-living things, these are things which usually do support living things. You'll see how they do support living things. Upon understanding that, it will be very easy for you to understand biology and pass your exams, because these characteristics are for living things. When you're asked to talk about the characteristics of non-living things, you just say the opposite of this. They don't have cells. Like for instance, a stone. If you compare a stone and the human being, this person can move, run, but this always just stick the place where it is. But human being can move, can eat, produce, but this can't. Stones can't produce. So that's all I had for you today. Until next time, thank you.